Hello everyone and welcome to Blaugrana Everything and welcome back to the channel and man, welcome to a match reaction for yet another win for FC Barcelona, and Barcelona actually beat Leganes. And for anybody who's watched this match, I hope that going forwards you're going to understand what I mean when I refer to Leganes as the mighty Leganes, okay? Because this was a game which went kind of like what you would expect it to be when you're playing one of those tough bottom half of the table teams in the middle of a congested fixture list. Now, I should say here that I guess Leganes are for Hansi Flick's Barcelona what, Levante has been to other versions of Barca, like, Pep on Valverde's, or Cadiz and Xavi's Barca. Like, Barca always has that bogey team that plays in La Liga, which usually finds itself in the bottom half of the table, and for one reason or another they just cannot be able to beat them or to score against them or something like that. And this time around Barca just can't seem to score against Leganes. And don't get me twisted, Barcelona had some very good chances to score a goal for themselves. Okay, Fermin Lopez in particular had two golden opportunities, one which came after just an amazing dribble, but it is what it is. The own goal was enough for Barcelona to get the win. But you should say here probably that a shout out to some of the defenders here, Inigo Martinez in particular. Some of the last ditch defending that we saw in this game was incredible. Rafinha as well, making those last ditch challenges on that counter attack late in the first half. And even though we did see Balde come off injured, it didn't look too serious. He didn't look to be moving with much difficulty. And I guess a cherry on the top was that the goal Barcelona did score came from Gerard Martin stealing the ball from, pressing the Leganes player, taking the ball off of him and feeding it to Rafinha, whose cross was then turned in for the own goal. Now, I didn't watch this match live, and the reason why is because I was traveling for the entirety of Saturday. So I am also feeling a fair bit of exhaustion. But I wanted to just get this out, more or less just my reaction here to everything that went down. Obviously, I'm happy with the win. Of course, you do have some questions about rotations and, whether or not certain players should have even played here today. I mean, like Lamine, for example, could have probably done with the rest. Because, Barcelona has played a lot of football since the international break. An international break during which Lamine Yamal played extra time. He played almost two whole matches, one of which went to extra time and penalties and all of that, and he was involved in all of it. So he's barely gotten any rest. Hopefully we will see some more rotation in the upcoming matches. Maybe against Dortmund we can rest a few guys here and there. I know Flick doesn't want to be the complacent type, but he might just have to do that, because where else are players going to rest? It's only 3 more matches and then it's an El Clasico in the Copa del Rey final. So, yeah, a lot going on. I'm feeling exhausted. So I'm going to just wrap this up right here. But do let me know your thoughts in the comments. Aside from that, I thank you all for tuning in. Do have a great day and Forza Barca.